Alrighty then. Alrighty then. Okay. Love for transparency. Did I do that? Or is this? Okay. Right. All right. Right, let's keep it that way. Right, welcome to today's stream, and I forgot I actually wanted to make background music. Alright, let's keep this going then. Alright. Cool. I hope my audio sounds good. Or at least at the very least acceptable. Because now we're actually getting ready to stream. Right, so today I decided to do some character drawings. I specifically want to do a couple of character drawings of you know, British, English people, and just doing some of that. And yeah, to recap, I want to basically I got challenged by somebody, draw 10 to 15 characters, just to see what would happen, you know, as a sort of a artistic exercise. And I would have loved to. I thought that was a great idea, and I really wanted to acquiesce with that. And so, yeah, how about we do that? Specifically, want to start off with like a specifically with now, first of all, let me show you something. This is called Drawing the Silver Way. Techniques, tips, and tutorials for effective character design. And honestly, I have had this book just laying around for such a long time, and it's like, ooh. They really, they gave, this book has some really good exercises, you know, done by, Steven Silver, who is, actually, I found out a British artist who worked on shows like Kim Possible, and you can definitely see some of that in his visual design. And it's kind of he has got a very strong sense of like shape language and stuff like this. He's got a really interesting process, and I haven't looked at this book for a while. Basically, what really stuck in my mind of this book is this passage where he talks about characters of different ethnicities. Let me read this to you. Right. For cultural features. First, I wish to state that the observation of different ethnicities is essential and will vary person to person. This portrait is extreme in order for me to make my point. When designing characters, think about them. Think about the regions they may come from. Study a variety of people from different lands. It will give you a better sense of authenticity. When you know who your character is and where he or she lives in the world, take much time to research those cultures further. Even though we are all human, we are all different. Our faces represent years of evolution, of different groups mixing with others. You can easily pull your audience out of the character if you don't find the subtle nuances that make up a face from a specific region. In my illustration, I choose to exaggerate certain features in order to make my point. The minute you look at the face, you instantly see a distinction from one to the next. Let's say you had to design a group of French tourists visiting the United States, or your production takes place in London, not even in England or Britain, just London, because, you know, what other place in England actually is worth visiting, you know? Har. These images below are considered stereotypical examples, oversimplified ideas of what each ethnicity looks like. These are not meant to express that every person in each ethnic group looks like this, but it gives a recognizable feeling. These are sketches from observation when I visited these countries. The real heart of making your designs great is through experience. Be conscious of hairstyles and clothing too. I'm already seeing that Fritzovich has joined the stream, and I know I also get a kick out of the German person. It's really funny. I think it's even funny because I actually do have like red spots on my cheeks like that. That's actually really funny. And the subtle more like scruffy and like yeah whateverness of the hair, just I think it's perfect. Let's not talk about the rings under the eyes. Let's not talk about that. Woke up at 4 a.m. Jesus Christ. Yeah, and what really caught my eye when I saw these depictions, I thought it was really interesting thinking about like what do you expect when you see a British person or an English person specifically. And I think generally a lot of at least Americans think about stuff like, you know, your Benedict Cumberbatches or your frickin' your Batman, Twilight Edward people, whatever. And you know, like very thin, very young, very like Beatlesy. I mean, this kind of has sort of a Beatley vibe to it, doesn't it? Feels like this feels like a little bit of a similar stylistic language as from like the 1960s Beatles cartoon. At least a little bit of the features. So I think it's accurate, but I thought the exact opposite of like a thin, spindly young person can also, to me, is even more English. Like when I think of an English person, some of the first things come to mind is tweed newsboy caps, just very old people too. Like I think that's equally as British as like very young, spry people, sort of a skinny lad, and stuff like that. I feel like and that's kind of what I want to draw first. I already got some images, like of like very like rural British people and stuff like this in my book. Sorry, in my reference folder in front of me. And yeah, I want to see if I can. I should have really read this more thoroughly in the past, but like more thoroughly before making the stream. But yeah, I got a couple of things that I kind of want to see if I can do. Like, there's a page where it tells you to sort of do a break your characters up into short, a little bit, sorry, narrow, broad, short, and stuff like this to actually create a varying silhouette and stuff like this. And I really like this part. I really like this part specifically because this is something you don't really think about a lot. Here you clearly see in the first one, both sides of the face don't have exactly the same facial proportions. It kind of has a little bit of asymmetry in there, and I really like that. Because like in real life, people don't really have that either, and that's, yeah. Fritzovich again. There are two types of the British person: the twinkish Beatles type and Barry the Brexit geezer. That sums it up pretty well. But yeah, I really like this, and this is kind of something I really like a lot. So just kind of keeping a little bit of asymmetry in this. That's kind of what I want to do going forward too. Where it's like, yeah. But really, this book I can only recommend to anybody who wants to design characters. Like, this is so good, especially for you, Fritzovich. I really think you could get a lot of things out of here and a lot of inspiration. Like, there's so much in here. There's so much in terms of like even just doing basic poses and stuff like this. You already do a lot of that, but I don't know. There's so much cool stuff here that could yeah, that's just really I think really helpful for anybody who's trying to design characters for the future. And I know you like to design a lot of cool characters. Oh my god, bro. And one dog here. Also, you can tell he's a British person because he also wears a newsboy cap, like a stereotype. Nah. But yeah, let's actually get going on some stuff, and I don't know, I want to try some faces. I really want to see some stuff. Right. Again, I sort of want to get the feeling of like an older couple. That's kind of why I want to experiment with the face shape a little bit first. I mean, I call this the British Slander stream, but I genuinely think this is an interesting exercise that can definitely teach you a lot of stuff. I hope everybody can see what I'm doing. Yeah, okay, it's getting captured. That's cool. And for this one, I really would like to get some input from you in the chat. Just what are some ideas for characters that you would just some cool character combinations that you can think of? Because I still have a lot of characters. I'm just asking around. I asked around on DeviantArt for some general hints, some general things, some general pitches. I think there was a little bit of confusion, so I might have to clear that up later. That I'm just asking for like pitches for me to draw. But generally, yeah, like what are you the combinations like either for specifically what do you think of British people, or just in general? Because I still again, I still want to do like 10 to 15 characters. Right. I'm already feeling like a good I'm already feeling a good sort of Mildred vibe, you know what I mean? Mildred. Mildred from the who did Mildred from the council. And for now, I'll take over the first one myself and just kind of again go with the sort of that idea of sort of a British farmer couple and stuff like this. I really think that's a cool. It's kind of a cool idea. Anyone of you seen where the when the what was it? Where the Wind Blows? That one movie that had the like Britain getting nuked and stuff like this. But it's like, yeah, you really have character ideas. Again, go get Drawing the Silver Way. It's really good. Again, it always gives me some ideas and stuff like this, and yeah, I feel like it's just a very good well of inspiration in general. That is, if you want to draw like characters more as sort of a general thing. I always like to basically the book. I feel like the book already does things though that you already are doing, because the book talks about sort of a story thing. Rory Berry, the Brexit geezer. You say so. Give him a dog to some sort of British caricature like a bulldog. It's a good idea, you know what? I'll do that on a new page. I'll do that on the second page so I can keep sort of the ideas for the characters a little bit separate. And if it works well together, we can try doing a sketch for like a couple of things. Right. What I think about Berry, I think something like a sort of slightly rounded, slightly pointy nose, and definitely sort of like a really tiny mouth, like a really tiny mouth. I like the idea of like what could be big eyes, but they're so shrunken in, they can barely tell that they're there in the first place. Like so little you could probably barely see him anyway. I want to think of like a something that feels like it should be a toupee, but just simply isn't. And this is going to be really interesting because I haven't really done a lot of like I've done a lot of tutorials up until now, but I feel like it should be more of a just pudgy face. So really funny potato people. I've done so far on stream I've done a couple of tutorial based things, but I haven't really done a lot of the construction myself. I feel like at least body construction, because you, especially when you want to do like more. It's funny we call them special types because if they're like sort of rounder or whatever, but I feel like those tend to be very common. I want to give him like this is Boris Johnson, like fucking Zack and Cody 2000s hair that's made to make him look like cute or whatever, and it's just like I love it when you have your hair a little bit we have it a little bit rough like that. That's sort of a wilderness, don't you know? It's very exciting, wouldn't you agree? Whatever you say, Mildred. I almost feel like we need to add right. I like these faces. What are we thinking? What are we thinking? I feel like since we already have a very sort of general roundish face, like it does well to I think it does well to just differentiate the general head type, sort of have a like the weight is just like really like sagging downwards, like really like in his head, in his face. Versus Mildred just being more of a general like wah. Again, I want to use the words to potato people. Potato people. That's not very nice, is it? I wasn't aiming to be nice, so no, it's not. This is still called the British Slander string after all. I want to hit somewhat to it. Somewhat. Right. I'm looking at a lot of I'm looking at a lot of sort of faces right here, but I'm not seeing like a good, at least for her, I don't see a good Don't see a good like way to draw the neck. I have a lot of older people, but that's not exactly what I would like. Right. That's such a potato, man. This is absolutely somebody who would vote for fucking for the Leave campaign. Is it bad that I say that I have photos of Stephen Fry in front of me? As I'm drawing this. Checking out on the Brexit bus. This is it, the apocalypse. Right. Hmm. Let me look at some more inspiration because I'm feeling. I like this. I like this, but I want to get more of a broader thing going. Like, just let's measure some of this out. Right. Hmm. Hmm. Let's see if we can make him like more of a. What if we do sort of like this, but this time we get more of an idea of like two. Just general things. Hmm. The question is, do we want to make him full bald? Do you want just full on receding hairline? No, 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 no. We gotta make him have like a couple strands of hair that are just like ripped, sort of like still remaining, that are ironically remaining, that he has refused to Brexit from his head. Yes, yes, that's delicious. What? Foreigners, Muslims trying to take away our jobs? Unbelievable. Aren't you two years away from retirement either? Yeah, as well. It's like, that doesn't remain. Think of the children. Think of the children. Which children? You had a vasectomy when you were 22. That is none of your business. That is just a grotesque lie. In truth, Mildred was just okay. This is way more aggressive. Okay, I'm already feeling way more aggressive vibes. I feel like I've got to have like more of a bulldog. Oh my god. These are just absolutely, these dogs are just purely little butterballs. It's like just like maybe it would help if we just kind of translate some features from the dog to the person. You know, like 101 Dalmatian style. That would be kind of fun. I feel like you cannot draw bulldogs without doing the Tom and Jerry character. I feel like the second drawing already gives me way like stronger vibes. Like something about it is just Right, okay, so how do we do this? How do we do this? I think we do sort of like this, sort of like, yeah, that shape. It's very bulldogish. And you know he fought like very like hard too, right? Talking about the dude or the dog, take your pick. Ugh. One will say it's the other. Okay, I feel like I'm missing a shape somewhere. Sure, right. Alright. So we got this, we got that. If we make the face even longer and then oh my god, he just looks lumpy. Lumpy. Fuck it, that's gotta be his name, fuck it. Lumpy. Checking out on the Brexit bus. Right. I'm not good with these, like, very, like... these, ears, that sort of, like, drooping ear shape, which you think wouldn't be a problem because my dog also has, like, flat ears, but I actually really do. Right. Looking like a proper British person already. Nice to hear that. Nice to hear that. Lumpe. Or Benedict. Yeah, let's go with Benedict. Let's keep on the Benedict Cumberbatch hate. Benedict. I feel like Winston is way too obvious. I feel like calling a dog like a bulldog Winston is like saying I don't know. In a different timeline, basically, so let's say if in a different timeline the Nazis had won, we would be calling all those cats with like the black spot on one side Adolf. It's like that equivalent. It's like, yeah, we get it. It sort of looks like that one person, sure. But I was like, yeah, it's so overplayed. What do you mean in another timeline? We already do call cats like that. Let's say, hey, look, that's Adolf. Like, yeah, true. Right. Right, so we like this face a whole lot more, right? Like sort of this tear, almost like more teardrop face. I feel like I feel like that's good. I feel like the dog too. I feel like that little dog too. I wanted to do like a really cute couple, and I feel like we've already corrupted that idea to shit and back. Ah, screw it. Screw it, Boris Johnson. I'll have to look up pictures of him, see how that goes. Yeah, it works. Alright. I really want to work with this sort of like, what would you call it, like sort of oval shape for the body. Do 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 do. Right. Hmm. Nice to hear. I'm crying, be gone, cute couple. Yeah. Hey, is that a fucking obey hat? I like that. You have a much harder time making this couple cute. Oh my god, this facial expression looks so strong. Let me show it up. I love this facial expression so much. Look at this fucking egg. Look at this egg of a man. Look at this man on egg. Look at it. Look at it. It's so great. Excellent. Excellent. Brilliant, brilliant. Oh. I feel like I'm insulting somebody by drawing this. feel like I'm insulting somebody by drawing this. I don't know who specifically, though. Whom specifically? Oh, his character design is so strong, I think. It's so British. It's so British. Oh. It's so British, I bet he would come up in the... Oh no. Actually, I'm not gonna make it. You'd come in the Epstein files. He'd be cheering that one Prince dude came up in the Epstein files. Right, what do we think for the clothing? I'm so glad that I'm actually not drawing humans like complete weird blobs. What do you mean you're not drawing this? Exactly what you know what I mean? It's like some weird instinctive person clearly doesn't draw humans. Like doesn't usually draw humans, but he has to kind of look. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Because I do want to like show this off to like actual other people, and not just to and not just so I can say I did a. Not just so I can say I did. This face is so strong. I love it. Actually, let's remove that thing so it looks like he really doesn't have hair. There we go. That's proper. Let's emphasize that weird shaped ass. Like just to contrast it, let's have him like really like weird legs, like weirdly so like spindly legs that emphasize that really sack feeling. Weird shaped ass. Because I'm thinking genuinely like I'm not sure about the posing. I feel like this is a little bit too stiff, I want to say. Then again, that is sort of the point. That is difficult. That is difficult. Let's... This is a British man. This is a very, very British man. I hope this adds a little bit of a more interest to the silhouette. Just kind of having a little bit of a leg forward. I was like very impatient. He doesn't actually want to be here. Like, he just wants to go back and watch. Like, I don't fucking know. The Great British Bake Off. I don't know. So funny that you have like A thing called the Great British Bake Off. I know because it's Great Britain, but it sounds so freaking pretentious. I think anything that references Great Britain or whatever just sounds weird to me. Right, I feel like we want to add some interest to the some interest to his wife. Trying to think of a good pose. Trying to think of a sort of like this. Sort of something like this. Let's make the legs a little bit more stubby. Just like really something so we could contrast. Probably has like water in her joints, like some borderline arthritis. Hi. Hmm. We're going to make it a little bit more towards the camera and then sort of almost having her. I like the idea of having her hold a purse or something in front of her. A really interesting exploration. I feel like I fell into the trap again of making the characters like subconsciously older, like more conforming to an older stereotype, or like an older sort of personage. You know, like an older stand of people than you'd kind of associate with now. I feel like this feels more like a character that would sort of exist more in sort of a 60s, 70s, 80s kind of environment. I'm just constantly in my mind drawing from sort of that reference library. But then again, I feel like that makes it even more British. You know what I mean? Very like so still stuck in I don't know. You wouldn't call it Britain's golden age, but like sort of a sort of weird stuck up conservativeness, which is that just isn't inherently that you would think would have died out, but in Britain it just remains because you know that they're staunch like that. No, I feel like that. Hmm. We want the shoes to be really flat. What do we? Yeah. I haven't ever actually worn high shoes with heels before, so that. But at the same time, it's like I want something like more like, yeah, more like a hush puppy or something. actually kind of a little bit hard. Right. Kind of with a good pose. What are we thinking for the dude's outfit? I feel like some kind of like sweater, or like yeah, like some kind of vest, like some kind of argyle sweater. But I'm also thinking sort of a waistcoat again. Like it's kind of hard because I don't want to go too old timey. It definitely nothing that fits well, nothing that makes him look distinguished, something that's like associated with distinguishedness but absolutely fails. I feel like that's good. I feel like that's a little bit pathetic. I feel like it's a little bit sad. And I feel like that's kind of just the state I want to convey. It's like sort of sad in a very like conservative way that they would never really realize because they're just so stuck in their ways. I feel like we need to make the shoulders more drooping. I need to make the legs stand closer together. Do you think they would have a happy marriage? That's a sad thought. Yeah, it's a really sad thought. Alright. Damn, I wanted to make it. I want to make this. I wanted to make this funny. Now it's just actually kind of low-key depressing me. Uh, if anyone wants to write like fan fiction about this, they absolutely can. I encourage that. The more interesting, the better. Don't know why I'm. Don't think I've ever drawn a really dress before either. Hmm. I feel like I should look at more references. Hmm. 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 Yeah, that's one thing. Let's absolutely make. Dress. That's an interesting style dress, but I want to see more plus-sized women. Oh my god, bro. British housewife? No. That's not that either. Maybe I should look more at photos from like the 1960s and stuff like this. Oh, I know. Oh, yeah. Let's make it a little bit. I feel like the secret is not to make the middle big, like the actual body bigger. I feel like the solution is to emphasize it even more with clothing. That's a good decision, I think. I don't exactly know how to. Don't exactly know how to really transition from there. So how about we try to make sort of a sweater out of this here. Just make it look even more old and lumpy. You know what? You know what? I found a solution to my weird spot of melancholy. How about we just make her happy that she gets to stand in front of a camera and gets to take a picture, like a little bit of a family photo. Oh, I like that. Ja? Nein, ich bin hier oben beschäftigt. Oh, right. Um, I feel like this is a nice happy middle ground. Just kind of see, just kind of sort of that happy idea with sort of a more conservative idea. Yeah, look at Mildred. Look at her. Look at her. Oh. Right, I feel like I'm sort of getting a story up in my head. You know what? I really like that they kind of changed it to a little bit more happy couple. I really like that a whole lot more. A sort of half happy, half grouchy, half just stick in the mud, stick up your ass type of thing. A little bit of a brooch, maybe. Yeah, we're actually fully committing this to being a sweater. Right. Cool, and now we have. Yeah, it has a nice like Studio Ghibli sort of vibe. I like this. These look so good as far. Nice. Uh, what? Shame since I really like Stuart Ashen. What? Huh? English football jersey. British housewife references. Yeah, no, it's really hard to not do something with that. I really do like the idea of look at her, look at her smiling. Look at her like, the little bit of a smile. These expressions just tell so much, and tell us so much about these characters, and I like that. I like that so much. I like that a lot. I feel like football jerseys is like it's kind of breaking the sort of again, sort of like vintage-esque vibe. Like if I gotten more with like the Boris Johnson type of thing, that would have been that, and I would have written Arsenal on it, like ARSE, like stroke ENAL. Fucking just Arsenal because I think the word arse in a major British football team is really funny. But yeah, we kind of went into this direction, so I'm almost thinking more of the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, conservative sort of vibe. It fits the bill. It fits the bill. Let me think they probably also have a son. that's like completely gone, and it's like he sent his dad like for like Mother's Day or whatever. He like sent his dad a wrapped present, telling her to give it to his wife. Like, no, no, let's make it their wedding day, and then it has just this inside. Do you see it? I'm even better at this. That is brilliant. I like that. That's funny. I'm just googling British housewife shit right now, and it's like that's really funny. My hot British girlfriend. She thinks it's cute. He thinks the son is an absolute loser. I like that. That is a story. That is a story. Oh, that is adorable. I like how we turned it around a little bit. Right. Okay, because I am always just drawing two items of clothing. I'm always going to be cursed to only draw 2 items of clothing. That item being a fucking dress shirt. When I say LeBen, nice that you actually made it here this time. Okay, that's really cool. Hmm. Makes it look like he has a mustache that does not fit. That absolutely does not fit. There we go. There we go. Right. Now let's fix the skirt issue. Right, now the question is, since we're doing the idea of a like 10 to 15 characters, again, not really needing to have a relation to each other, but do we count this as 1 character or 3 characters? Because they said 3 characters, not 3. So 10 characters, 10 to 15 characters, not like a concept. And I really like the idea of already being like a 5th done with a large number. What is American Slander in Germany? Like, is it boring redneck, or school shooting, or fat stereotypes, or you're all more creative? What is American Slander? I don't know where to start. It's not where to begin, it's where to start. It's not where, it's where to end. It's where to draw the line of what isn't. Well, we have all the tech bullshit, all the like all of the stupid superficial culture shit. We have the obviously the no health care. We have the the food sucks. Basically, really hard having your own culture without just being a lukewarm version of everything else in the world. Superficiality, turbo capitalism. That definitely. Um, doing wars all over the world for no reason. Trump, just like, not even being specific, just Trump. That's good American slander. Just Trump at this point. Just everything that Donald Trump is. Just the stupidity, the this, the that. It's just ugh. That's the everything. It's uh just way too definitely like yeah, violence is completely okay. Giving kids guns is okay. Fucking plastic surgerying yourself to death. That's that's okay. But god damn it if somebody says a bad word, a bad meaning word. Oh no. Like you cannot say the word rape, you have to say the word grape. You have to say fucking SA accusations, which just sounds like you accusing somebody of being in the Sturmabteilung to me, but whatever. But it's like, yeah, that's American slander. The bad words. The bad words are the worst thing in the history of anything ever. The worst things in the history of anything ever. Yeah. Right. I feel like this lump, whatever. I feel like we're gonna make this into a yeah. We're on the Trump part, but we do have some culture. Yeah, but you know what I mean? We're talking about slander. We're talking about bullshit. We're talking about like Americans don't have like their own thing, and like every like I talk with Daniel about this a lot. Like talking about like the stereotype of the shitty American Oktoberfest. Like that is absolutely real. That is absolutely real. Hmm. Hmm. Let's add some bumps and some lumps on top of these characters. I feel like it's just really going to end up be the thing that's selling it. No, I want the legs to be. Yeah, we want the legs to be like really really skinny, like stocky. So they like so they kind of contrast with the everything. Also, the bad words people only live in cities. Everyone else speaks normally. Oh, really? I guess they big cities are just the cause of everything evil. Actually, that isn't even slander. That's just absolutely true. Like every American big city to me seems like a hellhole. I don't care if you live in New York, if you live in Los Angeles, especially those two. I don't know why in like every movie or anything ever, like, oh no, these new strange creatures could have arrived on Earth. Which location is it? Los Angeles or New York? It's always Los Angeles or New York, is it? Isn't it? Yeah. Frankly, that fucking sucks. If I was just sucked into an alternate dimension, actually, you know what? I would rather be sucked into LA or New York rather than yeah. Oh God, like oh no, I've been sucked into I've been sucked into into another world. Oh no. There's no phrase that turns me off of a piece of media more than I got reincarnated as XYZ in another world. It's like, oh god, talk about anime trash. Like, I miss the era where you just had moe anime or some shit. Now it's just all isekai garbage, and it's like, ugh, blah. That's absolutely, that's a plight upon humanity. I feel like he should wear a tie. What are we thinking? I think he'd wear the tie. Screw it. Let's just make him wear a tie. Let's add some bumps and falls a little bit. I once went to Queens, New York, and the fuckers charged me $800 for one night at a she hotel that smelled like cigarettes, and the people were a bit rude too. Not a bit rude. Oh no. I feel like this needs to be a little bit more garish or old-timey. I think I'm going back to the Argyle sweater idea. It's like the unnecessary layering too. I feel like this has way too few layers. I'm going to make it a little bit lumpy and bumpy, but I can still do that with the... Actually, I do have references, so it's like, Drawing. Dang it, do I not have good references for a shirt or something? I guess I have to go back to Andrew Loomis. I think this looks sort of weird and lumpy, but yeah. This looks a little bit weird. No, how to make it look a little bit more natural. I was thinking about giving him a cane. Oh, of course. No, no one know what to do, right? It's the position of the arm that's weird. Right, let's move it a little bit backwards. Let's do that, and I feel like this looks a little bit more natural now. Let's erase that one little crooked thing, and already this looks relatively passable. Then we sorry, and we remove this. Probably should be looking at more references how to actually incorporate a how to better incorporate a sweater design or something, but we're just gonna add a lump here, a little bit of lump there. Right, that looks pretty good, I think. Right, and I feel like oh, forgot the legs. Keep that a little bit actually. Alright, maybe move this, move that. That feels like a good sort of way to roll. Wait, what is a cardigan? That's what I was looking for. Cardigan. Cardigan sweater for men. Right, found it. Hi.
Darf ich kurz stören?
Klar.
Der Peter hat gerade angerufen, Peter Pohl,
Mhm.
ob ich helfen könnte, Matten aufzuladen mit den Jungs.
Hi, jo, klar.
Ich fahre jetzt da runter
Mhm.
und helfe die Matten aufzuladen und wieder abzuladen.
Schön.
Ja, weiß nicht, ob das schön ist. Das gibt Stress und Muskeln.
Mhm.
Also ich wollte dir nur Bescheid sagen, ja?
Cool, danke schön. Guck mal hier.
Süß.
Ich habe hier versucht, so ein
Ach, wie goldig.
Ehepaar zu zeichnen.
Ja, okay.
Findest du das Englisch genug?
Jo, sieht englisch. Die Nase sieht besonders englisch aus.
You heard it here first, folks. My mom says the nose is what sells it.
Das sieht richtig wie so cup of tea, weißt du so?
Ja.
Oh, darling, do you want a cup of tea?
Das können wir heute Abend machen.
Ja, wenn ich halb tot bin.
Oh my god, look at this little lip. Look at this little lip. That sells it. That's great. That's brilliant. Right. I wouldn't say it's a butler. I think, again, just the sort of lumpiness of it all, like the lack of sharpness is what really sells it. It's like, it could be in a different universe where everybody was a full-on cartoon character. I want to add a little bit more of a thing, but I really like this sort of like. Right, I feel like the cardigan is like, yeah, like this is adding so much. This is adding so much. Right. 10 for the mom reveal. Yeah. What do we do? What do we do? Okay, the hands are going to be a travesty. Just don't look at them. Just don't look at the hands. I have not done a lot of hand stuff. Sadly. Right. So get this, you get that. What is Barry even short for? I hate how the English language just every vowel turns into the same vowel. Barry, Barry, Barry. One was a name, one was a command to dig a hole and put something in there and cover it with dirt again, and the other one is a piece of fruit. Why are all of these three words pronounced the same way, even though they have three different vowels? I hate that so much. Ugh. Yeah, this really does sell it. Barry, short for Pathol. Okay, really? Oh, He's thinking if he votes for Brexit, and will really, like, all the money really will go to the NHS. I don't know, has it? Has it? Didn't think so. Ugh. Barrington. Barrington sounds like a name you came up with. I feel like this is pretty good. Forgot to draw the dog. I forgot to draw the dog, didn't I? Right. But again, you all forgot to tune in yesterday to the Mass PI stream, so I feel like I feel like that averages it out. I love stereotypically British names. Barry. Jezza. I'm not taking any heat from a dude named Cornelius Pippington. Ah! Bro. Ah! Cornelius Pippington. Okay, that is Cornelius Pippington. I'm like, oh, that's great. That's great. Cornelius Pippington. Just since like I have like I think 3 or 4 people continuous watching right now, Like, do you kind of would you want me to do like at least the gaming streams? Would you prefer me to do that later in the day, or like um? So yeah, just generally like at a different time of day, or what do you think? Or you're just not generally interested in any of that, and just kind of want me to want to watch me draw and like chat? I feel like both have their place, but I just want to know if maybe perhaps you watch me like later in the day if it was so. Otherwise, like yeah. Okay. Do them Saturday maybe? Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Actually, and again, Saturday is a pretty busy day generally. Like I can do some gaming streams Saturday, but like not generally because in my household, Saturday's kind of the we do everything right now on one day kind of thing. It's like we're really bad generally at spacing out our project. So, well, like shopping and stuff like that. That always gets done Saturday, like everything all at once, and it's extremely tiring. So it's like, yeah, maybe a couple of times. Definitely mouse PI. Okay, so what does the bulldog look like? Right. Go back to bulldog. I'm not a breed person. I'm not a dog breed person. I'm generally like keeping mutts and stuff like this. I feel like it would have some dogs that too bred. It's like it's nah. But I don't really have that much beef with like pit bulls or something like that. I really kind of don't. I don't really have a lot of beef with them. But the memes are always funny to hear. It's like, oh yeah, fucking It's like Muffin Waller, Princess of Cuteness is like the most fucking baby eater dog possible, and like Brutus the Destroyer is like just like a little bean, just like a little friendly small bean. I like that. That's my favorite thing about like. That's always my favorite thing about bulldogs, like how that's basically became the meme. I had a really funny moment with a dog today where it's like one of those things, dogs, but they have a sign in front of it. It's like, mm. It's like I was going past a fence and stuff like this, and it's like like I was like, oh, cute dog, and the dog just started growling, and I was like looking at the dude, and he just smiled at me, and I was like, okay, like literally said like, okay, like out loud, I felt so silly, but it's like actual cartoon moments, like move along, and I'm moving right along from that. To me, that was really funny. Just such a perfect joke moment. Great way to start the day. Great way to start the day. Great way. I love just sometimes getting some stability in my life by acting like if it was a cartoon. Like it really does help. So like get yourself like, okay, I'm making fun of this light situation. I really like that sometimes. Look at this dog face is giving me real trouble here, I think. And also, it's funny. Like, another meme I love is like fucking dog person with the personality of a cat, and cat person with the personality of a dog. I'm such a fucking cat person with the personality of a dog. Sorry, uh, other way around. I'm such a dog person with the personality of a cat. Like, yeah, just leave me the fuck alone. Just blah, just like this or like that, like bleh. Like I'm not like I don't like that cats. Some, not all, some of them, not all, some are good people, but like I hate that some cats just pretend they don't like humans. Like they pretend they don't like attention. So it's like, yeah, I just happen to be in the same room as you. Wouldn't it be a shame if you were just to, pet me while I'm laying in front of you really obnoxiously? And like 30 seconds later, it's like, I have had enough. I would like to be let out of the room, please, now. Thank you. Okay. On short notice, this is I think a good character sketch of these characters. Hmm. 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 Right. Hmm. 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 So, I don't know, do we have any ideas for more characters? 'Cause I just kind of hope that we would. I was kind of hoping we would get some more of like English stereotypes. I mean, I guess we could go back and actually do the sort of like the skinny Beatles type. But your art almost reminds me of a guy named Chucky Chicken. Okay, I'm just gonna look that up. Okay. Okay. I think I got the right thing. Oh my god, and ironically, this is what YouTube looks like when you don't have ad block. Okay, ugh. Uh, Ooh. That is such a. Yeah. Hang out with the Monica Dutch top hat. I don't know. How about you drop a link in the chat? Alright, I'm just gonna get myself some coffee in the meantime. If you want to, you can drop some ideas for more British characters into the chat. I'll just be back in like a minute. I got the perfect idea. Alright, I'm back. I just now realized that Albert wanted me to draw that, and that wasn't actually the guy that he meant. Right. That's embarrassing. Right, okay. I wish I hadn't spent like 2 pages, because now I cannot do anything here without like smudging this, so it's like, ugh, fuck, I have to open another page. That's the stuff that we did last stream. I am thinking about like actually doing, I'm thinking stuff like football thing, like the actual football thing. Maybe Indian guy, but that's a little bit too specific. Because I genuinely was more thinking of like general, like what vanilla Anglo-Saxon stuff. And yeah, because that's much easier to make fun of. What else could we draw? What else could we draw in terms of like British characters? I like the idea of like going even more lanky. I feel like going lanky would be kind of fun. Fuck it. Oh yeah, yeah, if you want me to send me a link to the Chucky Chicken guy, go ahead. See you later. Nice to have you here. Wow, what else could we draw? What else could we draw? I feel like we could go full on like Tommy sort of person. course, we're gonna do the true stone teeth thing. Right, that sounds like a good idea. Right. Okay, this isn't AI generated, that means I can use it. Alright. One, two, three, four, five. No. I'm gonna make the legs a little bit longer. I feel like what I'm really doing is almost kind of like I almost feel like what I'm doing is sort of a scout from TF2 in a World War One uniform, but frankly, that's alright for now. I think we've got a good foundation here. Maybe make the neck a little bit skinnier. Yeah. Okay. I actually really like that we didn't make the I like that we didn't make the body too tall. I feel like that adds a little bit of youth back into it. You know what? Screw it. Okay, okay, okay. Hmm. Here we go. Uh, hmm. Okay, yeah, maybe I should. I feel like I'm way too Joker with this. Yeah, no, I feel like this is some Joker bait or something. Hmm. I feel like the fact it's hair makes it way more approachable. Hmm. So, okay. uh, that's really funny. All right. Hmm. Okay, I feel like I'm gonna just draw the gun and then feel like I'm done. I kind of like something like this. I feel like he could be taller. I never really draw like tall characters. I feel like with the features I've already drawn down, I feel like if I make him longer, like we absolutely will get into the Vivzy Pop territory, and it's like, yeah, no, thank you. It's like really long. I've been actually looking at Fritzovich's characters for some inspiration, and yeah, I feel like if I drew more like that, like with some of the features that I've already drawn down, it's like yeah, it's gonna get into weird lanky tumble sexy man territory, and it's like yeah, nah, I don't care for that. Daniel loves these Enfield rifles. Like he genuinely is into that this era of British rifles. And yeah, I really support that. Certainly better than. I mean, I feel like the German rifles peaked with at least in terms of like traditional bolt action. I think they peaked with the with the Kar 98K, and but I feel like British Enfield rifles were just even in World War One were pretty solid. I gotta remember, were Kar 98Ks already in service, or was that more of a? No, I feel like no, right. The K stands for quartz, right? And it's like, yeah, hmm, hmm. Used to. Mm-hmm. But I couldn't take punishment, and I had to settle that. Mm-hmm. 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 Sip to B square. Right. Uh, 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 uh. Was not too hard to figure out. You see it every day. The reason why I'm drawing this like this is because I actually told Fritzovich a long time ago that I wanted to make more joke comics with like Josie or whatever, and more of a obvious homage to Private Snafu cartoons. And I was like, hey, how about I actually draw a British character for something like that? And I thought it'd be like kind of interesting to experiment with something like this. So I like the idea of having like a funny, skinny British man, a British lad. You bet if it was like nowadays, he would be playing Call of Duty or something like that. Like insulting something about by Smevik Birmingham and something like that. Smevik Birmingham. Did we just find a name, guys? I feel like we just found a name for him. Yep, she's calling him Smevik Birmingham. Ooh. We call him Smevik Birmingham. What a fucking bro. Just gotta call him Smevik Birmingham. Alright, since this is only a test image for the character, I really like the like no shit. I really like the idea of calling him Smevik Birmingham. Right, okay. Right. Okay. Right, that's a funny name. Just drop some letters out of Birmingham and just call it a day. Why? It's time for rationing. It's wartime. What do you expect? Can't afford all the letters. Saves on ink. I smell it burning. If you want to fucking blow. Oh, Commander, we are so fucked. You too. Right. I do not know how to convincingly draw Brody helmets. This is so hard. Right. You know what? I really like this character design now. Right. Nice to actually have people talk to each other in the chat. That's pretty interesting. Feels like a milestone. Oh, by the way, These are some sketches for. I don't know if you've showed these before, but these are concept sketches for another commission that I haven't published yet. I probably should. I do love kind of coming up with sort of the character design process. I really do like this. If you were here, you definitely mind them. What does that mean? No, they're looking real good, really? Okay, thanks. Hmm. I don't think I'm part of it. I don't even care. There's no denying it. B square. Yeah, that's really funny. Agree. This looks great. Also, female brain with the Brody helmet. Yeah, I actually looked at your characters for inspiration. Just that one character. Who was it? Hudson. Whatever. I just scrolled through your library and I was like, oh, that's funny. I feel like this drawing is actually really good. Like this drawing is actually really nice. At least the helmet from a distance looks decent. She's like, that's a character design that classically went through so many things. God, I just scrolling through the entire Toy House page. That's really fun. Really seeing your style evolve. Hmm. gone the other way. Okay. There's no denying that. Except the B square. Horse. Horse does not have its own character page. Accidentally put a playlist on and now it's like, ugh. This thing's gonna get a copyright strike so bad. Yeah, I don't know what else to draw. And there you came up with almost 5 characters. That's pretty neat. Almost 5 characters, but does that mean almost 5 characters? Let's say you did 4. Fair. Yeah. What to do, what to do. What to do. Oh, I feel like I'm gonna leave this page blank. Just to do some more exercises later with this character, I want to say. I want to do something, but I want to see if I can start something new. I'm debating on whether or not I should just draw Pyrocynical or some shit. So guys. Oh my god, bro. Sure, fuck it. Fucking I'll do what I do best. Or at least what I like to do the most. Like, we can just draw shit post. That's the most accurate British person I've drawn so far. I love water. Yep. Because I love water. Fucking old pyrocynical meme, yeah. I love water. Fuck it. Most accurate British person so far. Screw it. uh, Fuck it. What does this persona look like again? No, we really get, now that I'm kind of getting antsy, we really do get into the pyrocynical slander. Oh my god, bro. uh... I know that's where we got to go. Whoa. I might actually post. Like, if this becomes a funny page, I might post this to the Pyrocynical subreddit. Fuck it. Who doesn't even have eyebrows, really? That's funny. Right, fucking TV face arms are hard and bouncy middle is leaking arm juice. What? Huh? Middle is leaking arm juice. Okay. The gay ass Ellen DeGeneres cut. What is the Petscop logo? I have to look up what the stupid Petscop logo looks like. With penis creature. disappeared across the boardwalk. Keeps the sunset right with movie in her eyes. You know she gets away with murder. Swallow, suck your heart a roll. And I know, I swear we got pyro. Whoa. 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 I know it's where we got to go. Whoa. Whoa. Huh? I've definitely got to order a request stream at some point. Yeah, you absolutely can. Just donate like I don't know, $5 off of like uh $5 in Ko-Fi. I got the link to the description. Yeah, I don't know. I just honestly, I guess it's one of those things where you just kind of gotta get into the groove of things. Sometimes it helps when you're just doing a fucking shit post and you just kind of think it's funny what you're doing. Like that helps, but yeah, otherwise it's just, yeah. But again, with art, it's always a marathon, not a sprint. People will always ask you to do more in a quick amount of time, and so like that you gotta really you gotta really pace yourself and learn how much you can draw, and like trying to sort of gradually, I feel like, increase the amount of stuff you're drawing. That's Cop 2. Oh shit. I'm so gonna post this on the Pyrocynical Reddit. Shit. God, my head hurts. Wait, I almost had the subreddit open. Damn it. No shit. I feel like Pyro Circle just always loves to get the dumbest ass hair possible. Look at fucking James May circa 2000. Actually, look at James May now, what the fuck. uh, okay. mm. Right. Okay, now. I don't know. Right. Hmm. Mm. But okay, I really don't know what to draw anymore. Okay, so for how long have I been streaming? Right. Oh! 3 hours, damn. Ugh. Cool. Yeah. Yeah, I realized I think like 2 to 3 hours is always a good length for a good stream, I think. Yeah, I hope everybody had fun, and I like that we at least created like 2 sort of character concepts for this idea. I really like that we at least did something out of nothing. Yeah. Don't know when I'll be streaming again. Definitely next week. Probably Saturday with some more, definitely with some more, Mars PI, because I want to finish that game. Other than that, I want to thank everybody for having been here, and even though the stream kind of devolved into into something a little bit, I hope everybody had fun, and yeah, I love to have you around next time. All right, bye.